to the school, we have to go back to the library, meet your friends, on something you don't really understand. So you will sit together and, discuss it together. So I prefer the library.
Yeah, I think I would prefer going to the internet, which is direct, and I think I will get more stuff over there than coming here. It is a burden looking for books over and over there, so I prefer going to the internet, yeah.
I find it much easier to go to the internet and through the search engines and find some information, because I guess it's quicker and you get to find more instruments to use and make reference to compared to the books that library might provide, because the library might provide books that are probably maybe kind of outdated, or you might find just one of it. But when you get to the search engine, you have alternative results that you can always refer to and different explanations that will widen your understanding.
I would not say it is the end, because yes, you can go for the internet, but then you can also find a lot of research material in books and journals. When I started at the National Library in 1978, and then technology did not creep in then, so obviously you have to make use of the books. So all of us went through that process of manual search, doing our manual search, recording, where we got it from, the sources and all that. But nowadays it's a huge difference, because I did my undergraduate degree at Birmingham in UK. I did my master's at City University in UK, and people just go for the internet just like that, without even trying to go through the manual way. I believe that if you have the base, like most of us from Africa have the base of using the manual searches, then you go onto the internet. For us it is it can be easy for you, but when you just go straight into the internet, sometimes it can be very, very confusing. Take for example Google. Now when you Google an article, there can be thousands, hundreds and thousands of results which will show, but then how do you ensure that you get the best one of it? Now some people say it's the first 10, and I dispute that, because I have looked at some of those articles. It's somebody else has put something there. How can you verify that what that person has put there is the right thing? Because as a student, you need to use your own brain. You need to bring in your own touch into it. If you are giving an answer to a question, you don't just give back what was given to you. You need to add some of what you yourself have thought about and the way you want it set up, and you add it onto it. But our students nowadays, to be quite honest, they are very, very lazy. They don't want to do any work. They want to be spoon-fed. So, they just take things easy. It does, because as you can see, MDI library nowadays is only used for study purposes, because they don't have somewhere to go and sit and study. That's why they come to the library. But once exam time is finished, you come here, it's like a ghost town. You hardly see anybody step into the library for information, anybody step into the library to even read a book. It doesn't happen. So for them, the attraction to the internet really has killed the spirit for use of libraries. But I believe, again, because we, the professional librarians, we are very few in the Gambia. I don't think we are even up to 10. So we used to have a library association which was very, very alive. But I'm afraid, because most of us have moved out, settled in other countries, it has sort of died. And we were trying to promote the use of libraries and reading and the reading culture, because we feel that if somebody can read, somebody from right from the grassroots, you are taught how to read from nursery right up to primary to secondary level. Obviously, when you go to the university, you will continue that habit. And when you read, you are bound to discover so many things. So many interesting things that you never even thought about. You will come across it in books. But then again, as I said, everything now is on your mobile phone, everything is on your iPad, so people don't want to actually pick up a book and read. So it has really affected us. You find out that attendance in libraries has dropped. The statistics, people don't even take out books nowadays. They come here for the newspapers, for study purposes, and that is all. Wow, you're putting me on the spot. Well, let me be quite frank. I mean, I don't have anything against the net because I have used the net. But what I am saying is, if you have to use the net, you should know how to use the net. That is the problem. Most of us don't know how to use the net. I'm not against it. I cannot say that it's better. In certain instances, yes, you have to use the net because technology is so fast. Everything as it comes out, it goes on the net even before it comes into books. So for some of those things, you have to use the net. But there are other instances where definitely you have to go back to the book, to the books, because if you want to know the background, you want to know the history, you want to go deep down, you have to go back to find out how it was before it came to where it is today. So I am sort of in the middle. I'm not here, not there. For some, it is good. For others, I will say no. I wouldn't say the end, it's the fading away of the use of libraries in Africa, sub-Saharan Africa especially.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're still watching TechBiz Insight, and what you just saw is one of the segments of the show where we look at crucial trends in the technological breakthroughs which continue to create a massive impact in our lives.
Also, we have the Tech News and New Tech segment where we bring you the latest technology news around the world.
And Sal, I believe that this is very essential as many technological innovations are happening around the world every day. For instance, just recently, the Kenya-based IBM Research Africa developed a computer-generated mobile application called Twende Twende. I know you don't know what it means, but it's a Swahili word for let's go, let's go. And guess what, Sal?
What, Modiora?
This mobile application sends drivers free text messages of where they are and the traffic conditions, including recommending them a route to take to avoid traffic jams.
One word. Wow.
Praise technology. And the good news is that anything that happens in the Gambia and around the world at large in relation to technology will be highlighted in this segment. Watch out for it.
We'll now take a quick break and be right back with you.
I am Mudiwa.
And I am Salifu, and you're still watching TechBiz Insight.
Welcome back. We also have another segment for you called the Call for Help segment. We'll now let the segment presenters tell you more about it.
Thank you very much, Mudiwa. We will take it from there. Ibrahima?
Yes, but you look so tall in the shoes today.
Oh, don't mind me. I'll adjust you next time.
Yes, the Call for Help segment, as the name suggests, answers to all your technology-related problems you may have. This includes anything about your computing, such as using your computer, your peripherals, the internet, and the list goes on.
That's not all. It covers all gadgets, be it your mobile phones, iPad, iPod, household appliances, and the list goes on.
Okay, now let's say you want to start doing internet banking, but you have no idea how in the world you can do that. What you will do is just so simple. Just send us an email or call us. We'll be ready to solve all your problems right here in this segment.
And this is how it works. Let's say you want to create an email address and send an email to somebody, but you know nothing about the internet. This is how we will tackle your problem.
First, we will recommend you to follow this segment, as we'll be giving you everything you need to know to start clicking your mouse like a pro at no time. Then we'll ask you to go through your computer and launch your browser.
Okay, for those who don't know what a browser is just like the gateway to your internet, and this is how it looks like. We will look at browsers sometimes in the future, but for now, let's assume you already know what a browser is. Launch it and type in the address of the email provider you want to open an email account with. For instance, let's say you want to open an email account with Yahoo. Here are the steps to follow.
just as you said it. Launch your browser, type